Welcome to another episode of Los
BenchWarmers. And we're getting warm right here by the sun.
Ooh. Happy 2024.
2024.
New Year.
New Year.
So what about your He Man?
There's this cartoon in the 80s. His name was He Man. Like he
And it was
a man.
so he was double man.
I think it was to disguise the haircut, you know. But so many parts of that cartoon have influenced a lot of stuff. And I don't know what. Have you seen that show on Netflix, The Toys That Made Us and stuff like that? Have you seen those?
Nah.
No?
I don't have time. I'm a girl man.
Okay. Well, you learn a lot about how toys come about, because some, and this is so weird, they're so interconnected with cartoons.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put a cartoon to promote a toy, and sometimes the other way around. They put the cartoon first, and it's so successful that they make toys to capitalize. So But it's weird because it's never one specific way or the other. I think the first time they were talking about the Teenage Ninja
Turtles.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, they las tortugas ninja en español. That's how I know the TMJJTT, las tortugas ninja. That they did the cartoon first, and it was so successful that they started making toys like crazy, and then the brand just blew up.
Name one toy that it was a successful that they had to make a cartoon. Because usually the cartoon first, no? Then the toy.
No. I think fudge. I'll send you the link for the comments. Because it happened a few times. Yeah.
I don't know. Name one.
It happened. I can't remember. I can't remember right now.
Yeah. No.
No. But He Man.
Little Pony? Maybe Little Pony? Was Little Pony?
G.I. Joe?
No, that was a cartoon first.
I don't know.
G.I. Joe? That was a cartoon, fool.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the villain, the Cobra, you know?
No, I know there was a cartoon, but they've been making G.I. Joes for a long time.
Maybe.
And then like Barbies, I think. Barbies was the doll first.
Oh, okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that. But it's not I guess it is a successful cartoon, right?
What? Are you crazy? Not a successful cartoon. I don't care about the cartoon or the toy. It's just it becomes a successful brand.
Yeah.
You know?
Barbie. Barney too. I love Barney.
Barney, maybe.
I used to run after school. I used to run to home to watch it.
To watch Barney?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But just don't tell nobody.
That's
my manhood. Even back then, I was like, third, fourth grade. I used to run to watch Barney and then Power Rangers.
See, I don't know why that wasn't exported to Peru.
Power Rangers?
Barney.
Oh, Barney? Because you guys don't feel love.
No, because we got 80s cartoons, but like we had our own. It's because the English component. We had our own kids shows in Peru. There was one, but this one developed a little later. We had a little dragon, Timoteo, and Carina. She was very good looking. We'll insert a picture here.
No, I'm not.
She's still a big influencer. So Carina and Timoteo. And then at the end of the session of playing with kids and everything, there was this like cringe moment when the little dinosaur got close to this very good-looking girl, and he will be like, Carina y Timoteo se van a la cama y tú también, just to tell the kids that we're going to bed because it's 7 p.m. But it had a little bit of cringe, like in some dirty minds, some dads watching that. They were like, oh, this dino's gonna get
Hell yeah. Shit.
But it's been a recent thing because they're podcasting so much in Peru. That recently, I think they interviewed Timoteo and then they interviewed Carina, and apparently there was some friction that the dino really sometimes was his hand was a little
unwanted. Okay,
a little too close. Yeah. These are all gossip, nothing confirmed.
I believe back in the 80s and 90s. My God.
But my brother participated on because it was so weird too. They changed the main lady because she got pregnant. Yeah. And they needed the show to keep going because it was so successful. So they found a replacement. And for a minute there, people hated it because it was different looking. They were both pretty, but the first one was blonde and a little taller, and that's who started the program. And then she found her replacement.
Would you wear a dress?
Like
a blue dress?
blue dress. I don't know if blue, but miniskirts. Miniskirts were a thing. That's how you get the parents entertained and the kids entertained into the same show.
Hell yeah.
Every Saturday at 10 a.m. or like, at 6 p.m. for kids to go to bed and stuff like that. The one I remember was Topollillo, that it was it was this mouse, really big ear mouse that, of course, in Peru, with Peru's culture, became the nickname that you give to somebody in your school with big ears. Hey, Topollillo. But it was this little mouse that show you, it was like a puppet that show you how to do your bed, brush your teeth, and go to bed at 6 p.m. And his saying was, "A la camita."
Sounds like my drunk uncle.
Maybe the puppeteer was a drunk guy.
Look, he was high on cocaine.
I love when they do those psychological interpretations of old cartoons. Have you heard of that stuff or no?
Nah.
Do you know about the Smurfs? You know what the Smurfs are, right?
Yeah, I know.
The blue ones?
Yeah.
So there's one theory that Gargamel, is that Gargamel in English too? I don't know, his name in English might be different.
I don't know the people's name.
The bad guy. The bold bad guy.
Yeah.
So there's one theory that he's a human, he's a religious human, and all the Smurfs are the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, okay.
So you have gluttony, you have vanity, you have all of those are all the Smurfs.
Yeah.
And then what apparently is the bad guy is the righteous human that is trying to get rid of all the sins.
Yeah.
There's also an interpretation of Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
with all the levels of
depression, anxiety.
Yeah. It's crazy because I heard who was basing his characters on that too.
His son.
No,
Was it his son? I thought it was based on his son.
I don't know. No, what I'm saying is there's another thing that you might be more familiar with, Chespirito. You know Chespirito,
Of
El Chavo.
Yeah.
So apparently El Chavo is based on. I heard yesterday in the podcast. You remember when El Chavo used to get his slogan La Garrotera, where he's like, he gets like paralyzed, and then they need to like pinch him or something.
No, they have to comb his hair
and then
slap him.
So those are based on like medical conditions, like spasms or epilepsy. Epilepsy. And
it's not
shit
funny.
Like that. It's crazy what inspires people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Chapulín, you got. Have you shown your kids a Chapulín? No.
Nah, they don't. No.
I've shown it. Some people in Peru think it's the worst, just because it's outdated and they're hitting each other and it shows bad manners.
Yeah.
But it's such a. I compare it to like, 60s humor when it's so visual.
Yeah.
You don't need a big dialogue.
Yeah.
It's just person falls. Funny. That shit funny. It's simple.
I grew up watching Chapelito, Chavo del Ocho, those ridiculous Mexican comedy movies. Con
Cantinflas too?
No, like the hardcore ones. El Tuntun. You know Tuntun?
Not too much, but
Oh my God, he's funny. It was Tuntun and what's the name? The Juan Camaney.
No conozco.
El Supo Chile.
Nada.
Oh my God. Anyways, so those movies were like horrible, and I was like a kid watching them. And one movie be about their cops, and they go undercover as gigolos.
Oh.
to a sex club, right? And they go, and the one guy gets a girl, right? And goes, yes, but turns out it's a
guy.
It's a guy, and he's starting to escape, And I'm that little kid watching, right?
Like, what's going on?
What's going on? What happened? Did he like it? Yeah. See, it's in the culture.
It's there.
It's in the Mexican culture.
It's in your DNA now.
Yeah. Yeah, and oh my God, the way they sexualize women in those movies.
Oh, dude, all the way up to the early 2000s in Peru.
It's like, they have that. They're like, come
for no reason. They're in the classroom. They're pretending to be in the class. Even El Chavo, when they put La Chilindrina had a super short skirt, and when Poppy's always on the pretty girl, they always do the pan from the bottom up, and they're 30, 40 years old, but they're pretending to be 8 to 10. So it's like pretty wacky stuff, huh? And this is the stuff that we watch when we were growing up.
Tuntun will go under the skirt, we have 5 minutes.
So this episode is cartoons, I think, huh? Cartoons or TV influences.
But my point is, like, I grew up to all that, but I don't feel comfortable watching that around my kids.
Really?
I just can't,
I don't care.
Like my daughters, they talk to my wife about everything, and that's great. But once I'm in there and they're talking about pendejadas, and I'm like, what? No, don't talk to. No, I don't need to hear that. Oh my God.
Well, it's gotta be a conflicting.
Yeah, my wife. They're teenagers. They're high schoolers. And I'm like, yeah, but it's true. I don't even know that shit. My God. But it's different
But that's
times.
fine. So Chapulín, I've trained little G to like Chapulín, and now he's like, when he's been watching too much of one cartoon or the other, then I wanna switch it up.
Yeah.
And also, I make him watch a lot of stuff in Spanish too. So we switch it up to El Chapulín, and now he's like, some nights he's like, hey, let's watch Chapulín and laugh together. Yeah. It's such a visceral humor that you just see it, and no need for interpretation or reading a lot or a long dialogue. You just see it. Yeah. That's the beginning of comedy,
Chapalito, I watch like pretty much all his movies as a kid.
Oh yeah.
That's how you say his name, right?
Chespi?
Chapalito. What is it?
Chespirito? I don't know.
The famous Mexican comedian, Cantinflas. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Spiritual pyramid.
Well, they're both pretty big. Chespirito is the creator. I mean, Roberto Gómez Bolaños, that's his name. He's the creator of El Chavo, Chapulín.
Yeah.
All of his spin-offs starts with a CH. That's funny too. Chavo, Chapulín, Chapatín, Chespirito, everything CH.
Yeah.
And Cantinflas. Did you see the last movie they made or no?
Which one was that one?
Movie. It came out maybe 5 to 10 years ago.
Oh, about his life?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad. About his kids and taking the money.
Good. Yeah. It's so good, so real. A lot of Mexicans were upset because the main character was from Spain.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But I think he did an splendid job. He's an actor.
It's like that one movie back in the early 2000s. They called it The Mexican, and the star was Brad Pitt. No, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm like, come on now. Like I can understand Antonio Banderas for Zolo and the other Mexican parts and Malachi. And the Malachi. I can understand because he's a mega superstar. He's still European, right? But but now in this age, like you have to get a Mexican.
No, you can't.
There's a lot of great Latino artists out there.
No, but you can't do. But I don't even remember. I think I watched it, the Mexican, but I don't even know what the premise is. Is he the Mexican? No.
There's a gun, and the gun is like the Mexican or whatever.
Oh, I see.
But he's in Tijuana, back and forth. I'm like, just put a Mexican in it. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Yeah. And what else? And then they're planning to come out with a new Zorro movie. And you know who?
Like the Star Wars Solo?
No, Zorro, the Mexican Batman. The Mexican
El Zorro. Okay.
They're planning to have a new movie. And
who's gonna be El Zorro?
The guy who was Spider-Man.
Really?
Tom. That was a rumor.
The young kid?
Mm-hmm. And everybody went up to war. Like, no, why? Like, have a Mexican.
But is that ridiculous? Let's do our research because I don't know. Is El Zorro an American creation or a Mexican creation?
It's American inspired by a real Mexican person.
Oh, I see. Okay. But it's like, you're right. It's like the Batman of Mexico.
Yeah.
Because he was rich and he is like this well-known person in town, but then at night he'll fight crime.
You know Joaquin Morera?
No.
That was the person that was based on.
Inspired on. Okay.
Yeah. So he was in California when. Mureta. Joaquin Moreta.
We should put the link down here because I would love to read that story.
Oh. How many minutes do we have left? Okay, the next episode.
Next episode. All right. So this was TV that influenced us on toys, I guess.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Just random stuff.
Random.
I just got my coffee, so.
Cartoons, not toys.
All right, hold on. We have to say goodbye, no? Isa's pushing us out. We're renting this space, and apparently, whoop.
Mi gente, until next time.
Los vidrios.
Choo!